What's up, Josh? How you doing? Damn, that'd be a hard choice, man. Say most of the 200-gram cakes that I like are probably actually about 350 grams in reality. I kind of like the boom cakes, like the M25 and stuff like that. And I like that Fire It Up by Fisherman Fireworks. Fisherman Fireworks seems to have some really good quality, good power, and good prices. Insane traffic. Oh, hell. I'm glad I'm not out in it. Brother's always pretty good. Many Brothers products that I was actually disappointed in back in the day. Mr. Shell called Fat Fire. It was just ball shells inside of a cylinder. But I think it's funny now it's cylinders inside of ball shells. Slowly cutting out a fireworks space out of the mountainside. It takes time. Because right underneath the grass on that whole mountain is shell rock. So once you get the little bit of surface dirt off, you have to chip it out with a pick. Yeah. I guess if we're talking about conventional stuff like that, I like the 500 grams, like the Hit the Road Jack and Highfalutin. Oh, yeah. I know. 200 gram, 500 gram, it's all the same to me. My gram after there's about 12 of them strapped together. Damn. So what are you into tonight, West PA? Damn. Down to one person in the room, it says. That counter thing's inaccurate as hell, though. I hear you. Same here. I sit around doing nothing. I've been extending the pyro cave, though, to make more room in here. Taking all my other junk and stuff to the basement and storing it away. Trying to make room for my fireworks and my RC stuff in here. I still got a drone that I can't find, which is funny. I know it's got to be in here somewhere, but I've done tore the whole room apart, and I don't know where in the hell I stuck the damn thing. I found the remote that went to it, but I can't find the drone. Last thing I remember is I charged it up and was going to try it out, and that's it. I figured. Oh shit. I figured it would show up I was cleaning in here, but it did not. Yep, hey Northwest. Had to go on a tour underneath my main table in here to get the cat out because it likes to hide under there because it don't think I'll come in after it. I done forgot about how I built this table, but I see why it'll hold a ton of fireworks now. I braced the shit out of this table. It's got braces going everywhere. What's up, JJ? Pyro PA, what's going on, man? JJ the Hooligan, what's going on? Welcome to the room tonight. Somebody brought up favorite 200-gram cakes. I think that was the subject we were on. Pyro stash, that's my subject. I'm looking around in here and I'm like seriously depleted for the year. I'm looking forward to wholesale season. I'm down to my last, I don't know, 24, 25 shells, something like that. After that last get together, we went through quite a bit. Dude, I can't complain though, because I've been shooting pyro off like crazy for a very long time, so I can't see shit. Plus, I still got quite a bit. It's just, by normal standards, but for me, it's low. And I still got rockets hanging on the walls everywhere I look and shit like that. So it's not like I'm, out or anything. But damn, I've just got holes in my inventory now. Damn it, I hate that. Yeah. Won't be long. I'll be on the search again. Odd sound outside. I know this might be the TV. You know how it is. Oh God, how long does this thing go on? I had a pretty good reserve left of shells, but then my buddies come down last weekend and we shot a lot of stuff, but hell, that's what it's for. So I had a good time. I went through my shells though, and I've got like 12 regular cans left, and then I've got like maybe 24 boomers left in all. As far as shells go. Still have a shit ton of bottle rockets and firecrackers and of every size, shape, and description you could think of. I got firecrackers covered front and back. A few little single shots here and there. Had a guy ask me today if I had anything to get rid of a stump. I'm like, I'd like to stay out of prison. It all depends on the single shot, really. Pyro PA, like the single shot shells and stuff that you get in a fireworks store are a ripoff as far as shot for money, But these single shot boomers are pretty sweet. Yeah, those are nice. I like the box art too. Zombie theme's pretty cool. A little overused in the fireworks though. Damn. Dude, I ain't shot since last Saturday. And I've been wanting to go out here and play with some now. Red and greens are great. I enjoy them quite a bit. Yeah, they're good, man. I think the double trouble's a little bit better though. But you never know. Hell, I got a hold of some Sammys not too long ago that was freaking supercharged. I was like, damn, where did these come from? Ah, yeah. Well, I know how it goes, man. My state was a safe and sane state for years. And before that, it was a nothing state. But now it's unrestricted, but who knows how long it'll stay that way because they're already this year it wasn't even spring yet and they were already on the news complaining about fireworks. Yeah, well, if you're not hooked up in an illegal state, then it kind of sucks. Plus, it's nice to be able to get the wholesale delivered in front of the house instead of having to go on giant adventures for it like I used to. Hell, I used to go on 7-hour drives just to pick up some fireworks. Having it delivered now really rocks. My only problem is most of the time the driver shows up and I don't have any help available. They were a day and a half late this last year. I was like, son of a bitch. I got, a house full of guys waiting around for the fireworks to get here. Never show. Didn't get a call or anything. I'm like, damn it. Next day, his shit showed up. Didn't have anybody to help me unload it. I'm like, yep, this is how it goes. Paid for a lift gate. They sent a truck without one. I'm like, damn it. Other than that, I can't really complain. At least my order was all there and it wasn't damaged. Year before, they'd put a forklift through one of my pallets somehow. I mean, you could tell somebody had took a fucking forklift and run it right through the pallet, about center mass. Fortunately, the only thing it penetrated was some firecracker bricks and some other firecrackers, but it didn't really mess up a whole lot. Could have, though. That, and I could count cases missing and shit. I'm like, damn it. But it's hard to go through that stuff before that driver's out of there. Especially this last year, they had it all wrapped in black, thick plastic so you couldn't see anything. So literally had to strip it down on the roadside and go through it. And my big thing is trying to get it off the roadside as quickly as possible, because so people don't see what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, West PA Sparkler Supply. Those are fun little novelties that you have there. Yeah, they do, man. When you got that kind of inventory coming in, you can't count it and look through it that quick. I mean, the year before I had 2 cases missing, but I didn't know that. I couldn't tell it until I done got the shit broke apart. And you're not going to be able to break apart 2 or 3 pallets before that driver gets antsy and gets the hell out of there. Especially if they got a lift gate. I guess that was one advantage to not having a lift gate, because the driver actually had to get up in there and help hand the stuff out. So I could count it one by one. Octopus ones or bouncing ones. I thought I would find a lot of stuff when I was cleaning out the other side of this room here, but apparently I'm pretty good at keeping track of my fireworks. I found a lot of bad boy firecrackers and bottle rockets. That's about it. I tell you what, man, you get a case of firecrackers, you better be ready to have firecrackers for a very long time. Hey, Universe Army. Hey, how you doing? Pyro Demon, indeed. I have some of their badass firecrackers. The little half bricks, the blue ones. You know, I haven't even opened a brick of those yet, and I only got 2 of them left. I gave most of those away. I gave most of the bad boy crackers away. I think I have about 8 boxes left still, which is still 800 firecrackers. Hey, Ray, what's going on, bro? No, I've got a pretty good firecracker collection going now, all different types. Some old, some new. I have a whole drawer, well, a couple of drawers or so, devoted to that. Unless they're allowed. I enjoy all of them, man. I'll play with some snap pops if that's all I got. I don't stub my nose up at any of it, man. I enjoy it. Hell, there's a place for just about anything if if you set it right. I got 1 box of those left, man. The Mandarin snaps. I had to impose kind of a cap on myself as far as going bigger and bigger and bigger with the pyro, because there gets to be a certain point to where it's big enough, I mean, when it's at going through the valleys for 3 or 4 miles, and that's good enough for me. Oh shit. Ray Ray coming back with the hardcore. 10 or 20 miles and I'd be going to jail, so that ain't good. I'm lucky I haven't drawn attention for the shit I've already let off. I'm not trying to get myself busted, man. Oh, I will be sometime, man. I did find my reloading powder and stuff when I was cleaning out the pyro cave. I hadn't seen that pound of powder in like 2 years. About 2.5, 3-inch shells and rockets and stuff's about all I need. I don't really have the room to go any much, but much bigger than that. I don't have no large open spaces or anything. It's all up one mountain and down another. Makes it hard to get away from some of that stuff. I'd say 2019, I probably lit more pyro this year than I ever have in my life, which is good. I hear you. Right? Oh, I'll eventually make my way out west, man. Be hillbilly pyro nationwide then. Oh man, I tell you what, this fucking pyro cave of mine, where it's on the front porch, it's like 105 degrees in here. It's insanely hot. Shit. Yeah, I've had some of that stuff happen before. I was out here playing in the road, and there's a couple old ladies, and I'm like, "Don't worry, they're not firecrackers. They're just zips and spinners." Threw a big ass ground bloom flower out there, and it didn't spin. The son of a bitch went off like a quarter stick. I'm like, son of a bitch! Right after I said, "Don't worry, there's no boomers," made me look like a jackass. Just a defect in it, I guess. Same way with some of them whistling peach, them little crappy whistling fountains. Sometimes them sons of bitches explode. I've had them blow a really nice crater in the ground before. Oh, I'll tell you what, man. I seen it's not only just me with the perfect fuse. I've got a batch of perfect fuse. It's way too damn quick. It's a 50-foot roll, and it was good until about 20 feet in, and now it's like quick visco. I saw that Pyro Owl was having the same problem. I thought that last rack that I fused up with it was too damn quick. It definitely is. Halfway through the roll, the damn thing changed speeds on me. Damn it. No, I don't think I have. I try to avoid Black Cat these days. Everything I've got from Black Cat in the last 10 years have been overpriced and disappointing. Yeah, mine's doing the same thing, Pyric demos, and the crazy thing about mine, or the sneaky thing about mine, is it didn't get past till about 20 feet into the 50-foot roll. Mine's not quite as fast as Pyro Owl's. His was hitting instant, like almost like quick match. Mine's burning at maybe 3 times its normal rate. I got mine from Wayne's World Fireworks in Indiana. They just sold it in 50-foot rolls, and that's how I got mine, but can't trust it now. Which is crazy because now I'm out of slow fuse. Just about everything I got is fast. So now I'm wanting to buy some slow shit. Yeah. Oh, I still have a buttload. Well, not a buttload, but a bunch of that quick visco from Shogun. Oh yeah. Yeah, quick match is one of the things that you gotta buy it when you see it. It can be pretty hard to get a hold of. The real shit anyway. Get that in 100-foot spools. I don't know. I think it's more than 100 feet, actually. I don't know what a spool of quick match is, but it's pretty good size. Oh, I still have a cake from my birthday that's broke down like that. There's one that KV had brought, and apparently it got wet sometime in its life, and it fired about 3 or 4 shots and blew itself apart. It was like, oh shit balls. But luckily, when it blew itself apart, it pulled the fuse out of the next shot and it stopped. So I was like, oh man, that's good. Because it was a banging cake, too. Nah, technically, you can't buy it without a Type 54. But from time to time, it's, like anything else. Yeah, Northwest, it's out there, but yeah, it's definitely off limits. Shit burns faster than the sound barrier. It actually has a crack to it when it goes off. It's like, damn. It's good for fusing cakes together if you want it to go together all at the same time. It works really nice for that. Like if you look back in some of my videos from last year when I was making them 3 and 4,000 gram cakes, I was all quick matching it together to go off at once. And it works really well for that. And then I had it set up on the fence line with some quick match and had it going across a row of fountains and stuff close to the crowd. That way I could hit that off really quick. I didn't tie down the fuse good at the end, and just the whiplash effect of how quickly it burns pulled it off the last fountain in Orion. That shit, you got to tie it down because it's violent. Very violent. Well, dude, it's a crazy shit. It gets loose, man. You don't want that. You got to tie that fuse down. It did. It whipped it right off the last fountain in that road. Just the whiplash effect of how quickly it burned through there. So wow, I'm like damn. I think the fuse scared the people more than the fountains did. Because I had everything. I had the fountains hid in there. Because I don't do anything close to the crowd. I wanted them to be surprised by it. But the friggin' fuse was actually scarier than the fountain, so it worked out pretty well. I just now started adding fountains again to my repertoire. There for years, I left them out since that was the only thing we could buy during the safe and sane days. I got really good at modifying them to make other shit. I was always buying fountains and little fireworks and stuff like that. Not to light them, but just for the raw materials back in the day to make something cooler. I started doing that when I was a little kid. I tell you, it was awesome one time. These I don't know what country these guys were from. They kind of looked Indian, but they come and open like this little Chinese resale store. Like a tool. A place that sells some cheap Chinese tools, more or less, like a Harbor Freight. And they didn't know fireworks was illegal here, and they had like 2 or 3 rows of nothing but fireworks. I walked in that shit when I was a kid. I was buying up all the stuff I could. I finally told them, I'm like, you guys know this stuff's illegal in this state, right? They looked at me like I was just a kid and didn't know what I was talking about, right? And then the state troopers come in as I was leaving. I was like, oh shit. I got by them real quick with my bags of pyro. I'm like, oh damn. Not to mention, I was probably only about 12, 13 years old at the time, so they were selling to kids as well. Oh yeah. As the police was coming in to bust her too, I was on my way out. I'm like, bye, I gotta go now. But I got used to the black market when I was a kid at the flea markets and stuff. The people that would sell firecrackers or bottle rockets, and that's about all it was limited to. They'd put out some smoke bombs or something like that on their team, like where's the good stuff at? You have to meet them back behind their van or something. I mean, like, good God, I was lucky I didn't get molested as a child. But that's how I bought my fireworks and shit. And now you don't want any story with you had to meet an old dude behind a van. It's not good. But back then, shit wasn't as weird as it is now. I saw a dude one time get shot in the face with a flare gun. That was freaky as fuck. I was always had my ears open at the flea market too for firecrackers or anything that went pop, trying to find something. And these people had put out a loaded flare gun on their table. Never broke it down to check. And this dumbass picked up the flare gun, pointed it towards his face, and pulled the trigger. It literally shot inside of his mouth with the flare and lit up his skull like a fucking jack-o'-lantern. I'll never forget that. I was like, damn. Number one, who in the hell puts a loaded weapon like that on the table? Number two, who in the hell points it towards their face and pulls the trigger? Stupidity all around there. It's one of them memories you'll never forget, though. Yeah. No, what's crazy is when the cops got there, they couldn't find the pistol, and the people said they didn't know what they were talking about. That's when shit got crazy. As soon as this shit kicked off, that flare pistol disappeared instantly. It was crazy, bro. Like I said, that guy's face was literally lit up like a jack-o'-lantern. I'm like, oh crap! Literally shot right in his mouth. Well, that's what it looked like from my angle, anyway. Why, man? I still go to the flea market from time to time. You never know what you'll find. I got some pretty good finds this last week. I got like a beer sign. It's like Gillian's Red or something other. I bought it because it was cheap. And I know I can flip it and make some money on it. How about this cool little remote control car that you hit a button and it breaks down into a rocket launcher and it'll shoot rockets? You can hit a button and it'll turn into a car again. I'm like, that's pretty sweet. Found it new in the box at the flea market for $10. Got $100 price tag on the bottom of it, so I figure it's worth a lot more than $10. And then my bottle collection of old bottles and stuff like that's getting bigger. I think Pyro Ale got me doing that shit. Oh man, it is hot in here tonight. Kind of worried about my mom and shit. She's back in the hospital on life support now from having pneumonia. She's been in a medically induced coma now for like the last 3 or 4 days. It's not looking good. But then again, she's a hell of a lot tougher than I ever thought, so it's hard to tell. makes stressful time. So, oh, Dave. Damn, anybody still out there? I guess not. I'm just here listening. I was just talking about mom and her health KV. She took a turn for the worst. Ended up getting pneumonia in the hospital on life support now. But, she's pretty tough. It's not looking good, though. They're going to try to take her off the machine tomorrow and see what happens. But I'm trying to think about fireworks. It's always a good distraction, right? Well, guys, I'm going to have to sign off here because I think I've lost the crowd and it's gotten too hot in here. But I appreciate all you guys for stopping in. And don't forget, I got a little Halloween giveaway going on that I'll be picking a winner from tomorrow night. So if you haven't got into that, you might want to. I'm going to try to get, a better prize each week until Halloween. I'm good, man. It's like I said, my mom's health has been really bad for a really long time. I mean, it's never easy, but after a while, you kind of get prepared for stuff. I almost wish that she wouldn't have to go through all the stuff that she has to, because she's had to go through way too much pain. But that's just the way it is for some of us. You roll the dice, and some people get lucky, and some people don't. Like I live across the road from this old retired guy. He probably does more in a day than I do in a week. I mean, he's just has good health. He's always out tinkering with something. I'm like, damn, makes me look bad. Yeah. For my mom, most of it's brought on her by her smoking and stuff like that. But she's tried a million times to quit, and it just ain't going to happen. It doesn't really matter now. But that's what happened, caused most of it. I wanted to go to vaping and stuff like that myself, but now they're saying this shit's killing people, so I don't know. First of all, it's supposed to be healthier for you and an alternative to cigarettes, and now they say the vapes are killing people. So I don't know if it's actual truth or if it's just propaganda. It seemed like they had them commercials really quick rolled out right after they said that one death from vaping. It was like the next day I'm seeing that shit on commercials. Yeah, I believe that. anything in those carts. I bought them before. I know quality can be all over the place on that shit. Hell, if you didn't know the person really well, there could be anything in them. For all you know, it could be pure poison. I'd say a lot of that stuff has a synthetic Chinese shit in it, like WJH2 or whatever the hell they call it. It's a synthetic form of THC. I'd say that's going in a lot of those. Yeah, the vitamin E turning back into an oil inside your lungs is not a good thing. But if it was just something every now and then, I don't know. I think it's these people that smoke them, like these kids that try to blow these giant clouds and stuff and end up collapsing their own lung from trying to take a giant monster hit. Now, that's just stupid. But that's what they're into now, is trying to blow clouds, they call it. Well, that's good. From now on, I'm not smoking any cartridges unless they come from a dispensary. But you guys have a good night. And it was nice talking to you. I got to get out of this hot ass room.